Healthcare shrinkflation in America. LL Flooring is closing and Dollar Tree stock plunges. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Lindsay Cornick titled Healthcare Shrinkflation Hitting Americans with Higher Costs, Longer Wait Times. The author of this article referenced a report put out by Axios, which revealed Americans are struggling with healthcare shrinkflation, experiencing longer wait times and shorter doctor visits despite paying more for health coverage. Well, my friends, I hate to hear about this. I have personally experienced this. I'm not trying to bash on the healthcare system in America, but I haven't been the happiest with the level of service. It has taken me forever to get in to see different healthcare providers. I printed out a bunch of research to share with my doctor, and he straight up told me he only had a limited amount of time to spend with me because he had other patients to see. I almost got the impression he was under pressure to see each patient within a set amount of time. Apparently, this is really going on. The author of this article said hospitals, such as New York City Health and Hospitals, have been instructing primary care doctors to shorten appointment times to 20 minutes to accommodate more patients. Let me share another example of something that really bothered me recently. I filled out a 2-page form completely. I then put little peel and stick sign here red stickers next to the areas where the doctor needed to sign to make it easy for him. It took this doctor a week to get it signed. Then I got a bill in the mail for approximately $60, which is after what my insurance covered. I had to pay $60 for him to sign that form. He didn't have to fill anything out. I did all of that for him. I just needed his signature. Getting back to the article, the author said shrinkflation is hitting a sector that accounts for 1/5 of the economy, eroding the doctor-patient relationship and leaving many turning to urgent care clinics or telehealth services. 1 out of 5 people reported waiting more than 2 months to see a doctor. In my opinion, this is sad. We live in an industrialized nation. We have iPhones and streaming services on TV and cars with all types of gadgets, but medical care is out of reach for countless Americans. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, healthcare in the US is one of the biggest ripoffs found here. It is worse than playing a slot machine. The doctor gets paid whether he diagnoses correctly or not. Medication prescribed may or may not work for you, but you pay for it regardless. Have surgery at any hospital and you get bills from many doctors that may or may not be in your network, even though you chose a hospital in your network. Then there is a guessing game of whether your insurance will pay for this or even a portion. The only one that wins this game is your doctors. They get paid regardless of the outcome. However, if you have an appliance fixed and later find out it isn't right, the repair department will make it right for you, often with no additional cost. The next commenter said, much of what Americans spend on healthcare doesn't buy healthcare. It pays insurance premiums and lawyers. It's also spent dealing with and complying with a myriad of federal and state laws and rules. The next commenter said, I could literally write a book regarding this topic after practicing emergency medicine for 25 years. We are currently inundated with a high volume of unhealthy baby boomers with complex medical issues, declining reimbursement, physician dissatisfaction, and burnout. In the ER, add in all the uninsured for which we receive no reimbursement. Physicians like myself are exiting the profession in large numbers, and the young ones are realizing that they are indentured servants saddled with high amounts of educational debt with no way out of a failed medical system. New physicians are already miserable by their second year. We utilize scribes who are pre-med students and half decide not to pursue a career in medicine once they get a reality check. The medical profession has been destroyed. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Here's a quick story that I saw today. This was on CNN, put out by Jordan Valinsky, titled, "The company formerly known as Lumber Liquidators is going out of business. LL Flooring, formerly known as Lumber Liquidators, is going out of business after the bankrupt company failed to find a buyer to rescue the 30-year retailer. LL Flooring will have sales at its remaining 200 stores starting on September 6th. Roughly 2,000 workers will lose their jobs." Here are my thoughts. I went to a Lumber Liquidator store years ago. I wasn't really impressed by their prices or the level of service. Now, I hate to hear about the approximately 2,000 people who will lose their jobs. I hope they aren't levered up with debt. I also hope they have a well-funded emergency fund to rely on. It is sad to think about these men and women coming home from their work and letting their families know that they lost their jobs. Imagine the stress this must cause their partners or their children. Let's hope these people can find new employment in short order. Apparently, it's not just LL Flooring that is struggling. I read an article today on CNN Business, written by Nathaniel Meyersohn, titled, "Dollar Stores Are Struggling. Blame Walmart." According to the author, U.S. dollar stores have hit a downturn after years of prolific growth. Dollar Tree shares plunged 20% on Wednesday after the company cut its outlook for the rest of the year, citing immense pressures on its low and middle income customer base. Dollar Tree also owns the long-struggling Family Dollar chain. The author went on to talk about how Walmart, Target, and other chains have been biting into their business since they lowered prices on some items to draw back inflation-fatigued customers. Here are my thoughts. I have to wonder how much of this has to do with competition versus how much of this has to do with Americans who are just tapped out. Credit card debt is at an all-time high, which is not good since the amount of interest on that debt is making it difficult for many Americans to deal with it. Many Americans are paying more for everything in life. Some just don't have the money to go shopping, even at a discount retailer like Dollar Tree. I believe this is just a sign of the times here in America. Many lower-income Americans are in bad shape financially, while some affluent Americans are wealthier than ever. The divide between the two seems to be widening as time goes on. I have to wonder, how many Dollar Tree stores could close in the future? I also wonder how many people could lose their jobs. We have seen a lot of layoffs in the news this past year. I wouldn't be surprised to be reading about more in the near future. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.